All right, Lafayette to Terre Haute on the Wabash. The old 40 Jet Yamaha. My brother just dropped me off over here at Muscouten Park, I think is how you pronounce it. We're in Lafayette proper. You see bridges down there. I ain't never made a YouTube video before, so I'm gonna try it out. This is a trial trip. I'm gonna try to do the entire length of the Wabash here in the next year. And this is a trial run. I'm doing Lafayette to Terre Haute. It's roughly 100 miles, like almost exactly 100 miles. So me and good old Honeybee here are gonna go out. So, like I said, never made a YouTube video before, but if you take the time to watch this, I truly appreciate it. And in case anybody hasn't told you today, I love you and Jesus loves you. So we'll see you in the next clip. Well, I get maybe half a mile downstream and I run into buoys of some kind. We're up here by Purdue, so there's a bunch of rowers. I think there's some canoe trip companies. Those guys in those canoes just decided to cut right across the water at me when I was headed right towards them full tilt. So that's not exactly ideal, but yeah, once we get through all this weird stuff, we'll get after it. Those look like wood canoes. That's pretty cool. All right, we're past most of the stuff. It's weird for me to see big old buildings. I mean, Lafayette's not a big city, but weird for me to see big old buildings out on the river. We got some tubers. We got some neat looking bridges and a nice little riverfront thing. There's a big old point. I don't even know what you call that thing. But we're gonna hammer it. Might have just been a creek that came in. No, it is. It's an island. I thought so. Right there's the tail end of it. That means we're maybe halfway to Attica. It was raining all morning, but now the sun's out. Might be time to put the bimini top up here soon. I hope you can hear me while I'm talking on the phone here. I have no idea. Well, that's... We're coming up on another island here. I don't know what way to go. Man, that all looks really shallow right there. I'm going with my gut. We're sticking to the right. That looks... There's a nice beach coming out that way. It's another island. That's a big island. Might be privately owned. I don't know. I'd have to look. Probably be a good spot to fish. We look like the structure. Be a good spot to like set up a tent on the beach. Come out and set out a bunch of limb lines. I bet it's pretty deep right through here. Bald eagle. Whoa, I need to pay attention. That's nice and shallow right there. Woo! Alright, me and the old dog here, we're gonna stop. She's gonna take a potty break. I might too. I'm gonna eat my little hunk of pizza, have a little lunch break, and give my shoulder a break too. I repositioned this seat on the boat because when I used to have a 40 horse prop motor on it, Yamaha, good old carbureted 40 horse Yamaha that I rebuilt, and sucker runs good. It's for sale also if you are interested. Anyway, we used to have that 40 horse prop boat on here, or prop motor. Go ahead, go. Oh, you about got wet, honeybee. Oh, not exactly a graceful landing, but we made it. Pull the boat up on shore here so it don't run away from us. Anyway, well, I bought that jet motor. Found it had to do some work to it too. It ended up being too long for the transom height of this boat. This is a standard like 22-inch transom height, or whatever the standard is. I think it's like 22, 20 maybe. I don't remember. Either way, with the jet on it, it was too tall, so I had to put that jack plate on it. A lot of people don't recommend doing jack plates with jets, and I definitely can see why. It likes to blow out around corners if you're not careful. But that was really the only option I had. So yeah, it seems to run pretty good though. 31 miles an hour downstream. It's funny, it's not any faster going downstream than it is on just lake water, just still water. But Yeah, stopped. I need to check and see where we're at, but another island. I don't know if this, well, it seems to be flowing, so I guess this is another island. I thought maybe it was just an old, you know, offshoot, but we're gonna stop, eat some lunch, and keep going. I think we're about halfway to Attica. I need to check, but having fun. Oh, I remembered what I was gonna say. The jack plate moved the motor back as well, like they do. So not only did I have to raise it up, but moving it back, if I'm facing forward, you can imagine the risk of showing my ugly mug on camera here, but the that probably put it back 6 inches. So if you can imagine the tiller handle, me being here, tiller handle being here, now it's here. And just after, you know, a half hour, however long you drive, it just starts to fatigue your shoulder a little bit. So I got to work that out. I'll probably end up moving this seat back a little bit farther. I moved it, you can see the old holes from there because it was too far in toward the center. And I moved it out and backwards. I think I moved it backwards probably 4 inches. I moved it as far to the side as I could and still be able to get a drill down in there for the rivets. But it works. It's just, it's currently a little uncomfortable, but we'll make it. We'll survive. Honeybee, come here. Want a bite? Oh yeah, get you that chip. Oh, you don't want it. They're kind of spicy. They're good. You ain't getting the pizza. Get out of here. Here. There you go. Why wouldn't you take it? The second it hits the ground, it's fair game, but if it, okay, whatever. We'll stop. Get some bite to eat. A little pizza. Little chips. Happy dog. We'll get you some water too here while we're at it. I just checked. We are at the Fulton Islands. There's another one. This is an island here, and then there's another one just downstream of it. The first island we passed was Collier's Island, so we are, oh, maybe 2/3 the way to Attica. We're making it. We're making good time. As I sit here, just eating lunch and soaking it all in, my buddy Blake just texted me. Him and his wife just had their baby, so congrats to them. That's wonderful. He's got a YouTube channel. It's called The Block. I think the channel name is The Block 413. So he does gun stuff, a lot of Bible stuff. It's really, it's a good watch. I enjoy the videos. I don't think he's posted. Man, I probably shouldn't eat and talk at the same time. Anyway, I don't think he's posted in a little while, but check him out. Houseboat. That's sweet right there. That's sweet setup. All right. Well, we are just upstream from Attica. I always like to slow down in this spot here because it's getting really fast current and deep water. And then the other side of it is really shallow. I think this is called Big Pine Creek. It's Big something creek. Oh, check it out. Crop duster. Thank you. That's awesome. Anyway, I like to slow down through here because it's, that kind of looked like the same one that flies over our house, didn't it, Honeybee? Anyway, so we're just upstream from Attica. This is a railroad bridge here. It's very deep. Well, very deep. It's deep for this stretch of the river. I don't know if you can see that. It's 7 to 8 foot, but over against that bank, it gets like 10 to 15. And then here, it's real shallow. It looks like the beach is way over there, you know, but it's like it stays shallow out to probably 10 foot to the right of us here. So I like to slow down. Even though I got the jet, I could probably glide right over the top of it. I made some adjustments to my jack plate earlier and some trim, and I got it to corner a little bit better. It just, I'm not quite used to this setup, and I don't want to, last thing I want to do is flip it over and lose all this stuff, so. Or the dog, or myself. So, my wife and son would not be very happy. But one little problem we got is this thing is like barely peeing. It was doing that to me yesterday too, and then it would just start peeing just fine out of nowhere. So I think I got like a little bit of junk plugged up in it. It's not getting hot because it's never beeping at me. The tiller handle's got a little alarm in it. It'll beep at me if it gets hot, but it hasn't got hot, so I think it'll be okay. I'll probably stop. Next time I stop, I'll mess around with it. I'm going to stop and put the bimini top up a little here soon, so probably stop and mess around with it, see if I can get it to pump water. I don't know if I got sand stuck up in it, or I got tools. I can take the thermostat out, see if the thermostat's full of junk, but either way, we'll get it figured out. But hello, Attica. We made the first leg with no issues, so we'll see you in Terre Haute. Williams Park. Another big island back there. That's the Williams Park boat ramp. Nice little spot. Well, I was gonna stop over here and mess around with the boat motor, see if I can get it to pee properly. We're here at the old Williamsport Bridge. I was gonna pull up there to that shallow stuff and stop, but you see them maybe off in the distance there. We got carp jumping like crazy, and I don't really feel like getting knocked in the head, so might find a different spot to turn around. But there's the old Williamsport Bridge. Neat little bridge. It's I don't know any of the history about it, but I think it's cool. It's real pretty. We're into the section of the river that I know the best. There's a stretch between Covington and Lodi that I've never done before, but Attica to Covington I'm very familiar with, and Lodi to Montezuma I'm very familiar with. So yeah, we're going to be in the easy stretch here, where I know where all the cautions are. I know where there's some good beaches to stop on and maybe mess with this thing. Like I said, you can see it, it's not peeing, or if it is, it's like just barely trickling out. Right now it's just dripping. Man, that was a big fish. Just bonked into the boat. Anyway, I'll shut up before we get killed here. But yeah, it's not alarming out, it's not getting hot because it ain't beeping at me. So either it's something come undone and it's peeing inside the cowling, which isn't the end of the world depending on where it's at, or I've just got something clogged up in it. Thermostat's clogged up, something. We'll find a good spot to stop and get her fixed. We'll keep rolling. Look out there. He was running with me there for a good bit. I wasn't quick enough with the phone. He probably stayed right there on top of me for a good, oh, I don't know, quarter mile or so. That's pretty cool. I can't see him, there's a couple of deer, but dang it, I didn't get it on film. There's like 7 eagles right here. There's 1, 2, 4 of them just flew around the corner there. You might be able to see we got a little rain last night, and I didn't think it made the river come up much, but I think I'm chasing all the high water down, because up north got a good bit of rain. But last night, my wife and I and our son, we all come out here. We stopped. There's usually a big beach right here. You can kind of see these plants poking up through. Just enormous beach. And I tried to see how skinny this thing would run. I'll put the clip in here. All right, boys, we're gonna see how shallow she'll run. Oh shit. Well, that ain't what we wanted to do. Whoopsies. But yeah, this was a big sandy beach yesterday, and I was planning on stopping and putting the old bimini top up and messing around with this thing real quick, but I guess I'll stop at one of the next rock beaches here. We'll keep going. Now I'm chasing a bunch of great blue herons down the river. 4 of them. I don't know how well you can see that on video. Oh well. Well, my wife and son and I stopped here yesterday. And sure, there was a couple carp jumping, but not this bad. Golly. Got one up front, got one in the back here. They just keep slamming into the boat. I just want to stop and put the dang bimini top up. What a pain. What a pain. We might just paddle on out of here just so we don't get killed. I'm not even running anymore. Why are you freaking out? Oh gosh, they stink so bad, man. They cover everything in blood and scales, and they just smell like crap. All right. Well, maybe I shouldn't stop this one because there's a bunch of grass. But maybe we'll just paddle our way out of this one. Anyway, I see people just catching these things. They'll jump in their boat and they just toss them back. It takes 2 seconds. I don't know if I can film it one-handed, but it takes 2 seconds to reach under their gill plate, grab a gill, rip it out, and then toss them back. That kills them. They'll bleed out and die. It's technically illegal to throw them back live, so yeah, just a quick PSA. Yuck. Okay, I don't know how well this will film, but we'll see how it works. Honeybee, come back here. Hey, where are you going? Now look what you did, stinker. Hey, come back. Come back to the boat. Come back to the boat. Come on. You're all right. Come here. Honeybee. Hey, come here. Come on. Come on. You're a golden retriever. You can swim. Come on. Come on. Come here. Back to the boat. Back to the boat. Good girl. Good girl. Come here. Come here, sweetie. I got you. Come here. Get in there. Now you're all wet. Now you're all wet. All right. Oh, he pooed all over my rain jacket. Oh, you're getting it now, buddy. All right. After that fiasco, grab up under there. Yep, break my rod. Yep. Cover them in crap. Break them. Snap them in half. That's cool. Okay, even better. He ain't getting away this time. I got him through there. Reach in, grab his gills, pull him out and toss him back. Takes a couple seconds. He'll end up dying. I mean, you see, well, actually, you can see he's floating. Well, you can't see. He's floating right now. That much blood on the fingers that quick. He's going to die. All right. Now, you soggy doggy. Poor girl. Why'd you jump in, silly goose? Watch out. Watch out. Good girl. Good girl. All right. Well, now we'll put the bimini top up because we might get rained on here. We'll see. Put the bimini top up and see if I can get this thing to pump water. I may still try to find an even better. Hey, quit licking up carp juice. That's gross. May still try to find an even better place to mess with the motor. I was hoping this would be good. There's a couple more beaches like exactly like this. They're just like a little creek coming out. So we'll stop somewhere. We'll get it fixed. Covington boat ramp's not very far from here either. We can stop there too. So yeehaw. Well, I don't know where the first one ended up. He's floating around here somewhere. But that second one, you guys watched me rip the gill out. He's almost immediately dead. Now, granted, he jumped around, flopped around, beat the crap out of himself up here pretty good, but yeah, he's still twitching a little bit. They pretty much instantly die when you do that. Just, you know, take care of them. Do as much as you can to get rid of them. And unfortunately, I think my if we do get rained on, we got the bimini top up now, so that'll be a little bit better. But the carp crapped all over my rain jacket, so it's all wet already. Because I put it in the water and kind of gave it a hand wash real quick, because I am not. I'd rather be soaking wet than to wear carp turd. Oh look, there he is, still floating. That's what you get. Oh, there he is. So there's the first one that I ripped the gill out. You can see, I mean, I might have been here for 10 minutes maybe. There's the second one, the one you watched me rip the gill out. I mean, they die so quick whenever you do that. So good rule of thumb, if you throw them back alive, chances that they survive are pretty high. Even they hop in, you know, they bleed everywhere. You think, oh, there's no way that fish lives. But, you know, you know they won't live if you rip their gill out. They're dead. So, yeah, only good carp is a dead one. I did bring the bow. I could have a little fun probably while I'm here, but we better get going. We got a good leg ahead of us. It's gonna be a while. The good news, fired the motor back up, and although it's not great, we have a pea stream again. It's more than we could say 15 minutes ago. So let's see how it. Okay, I think it cleared something out. Good deal. And now we got a good piece. So should be pretty good. There's a lot of trash in the water though. That's got me a little worried about plugging up the jet, but we'll see how it goes. I don't know where all this junk came from. Didn't have none of this upstream. We'll see what happens. There we are, Covington. Well, this sucks. I need to get a jet medic tool and a rock ejector, because I slowed down for that bridge. I don't know where all this stuff came from, because truly there was nothing floating in the water from here, or from Lafayette all the way till I stopped for those carp, and then all of a sudden there's just trash everywhere in the water. But I slowed down for the old rail bridge, Covington. It's now a walking bridge, and tried to take off again, and I had sucked something up, and it just started rev limiter. So tried to pull into that little spot over there, and another carp jumped in here, and they were just jumping like crazy. So there's Interstate 74 right there. I might just idle down or float down or something till we can get down there. I hope not, but I hope it's just something stuck. Also, this thing, after letting it cool down for a while, was peeing beautifully, and all of a sudden it stopped again. So I think the thermostat's clogged up. So I'll pull it, get it cleared out. I'll start it real quick with the thermostat out so I can pump any junk out of the cylinder head and the block, and then we'll see what we can do. But I gotta find, unfortunately we are in the stretch that I'm not familiar with, so I don't know where to expect the next good spot to stop and get this motor fixed. But we'll figure it out. Ain't no big deal. It's kind of nice just floating. The current's pretty quick, probably a good 3 mile an hour if I had to guess, maybe more, but still having fun. Well, unfortunately, after that last clip there, I got it back up on plane. Everything was great there for a second. I don't know where all this trash came from, but anyway, I got her up on plane. Whatever it was fell out of the grate and unplugged itself, and got it up on plane, kept going, went under the 74 bridge, and I heard it pick up something because I heard the tone of the motor change a little bit. And then got about, I don't know, half mile or so now downstream from the Interstate 74 bridge down there, and she started beeping at me. So now I gotta find somewhere to clear this thing out. Both the jet and the thermostat. So that'll be fun. Hopefully I can find something where I don't get killed by carp. Start looking on a map here for any bends in the river. Find a little sandbar to get out on. We'll figure it out. I knew I should have stopped at the sandbars up there by Fountain. I should have stopped up there, but that's all right. We'll get it. Well, the nearest thing even resembling a sandbar on Google Earth is about 1.5 miles from here, so it looks like I might just get a nice relaxing float because it's beeping at me. I'm not just gonna strictly float. I can fire it up and still direct myself from running into stuff, but yeah, I can't run it for too long. I just tried to idle it for a little bit, see what would happen, and it started beeping again. So yeah, we'll float down, and I guess if I leave it off most of the time, it won't be that hot when I go taking stuff apart, so that'll be nice. But either, oh man, carps are jumping over there. Either I just caught up to all the junk and everything up by Lafayette already had cleared out, or something dumped, some creek that I passed that I didn't realize dumped just so much trash into here. But I mean, as you can see, every little dot you see is some of them are just straight up bubbles, but about 95% of it, I would guess, is little crap like just like this. Just little junk, which stuff like that will get sucked right in and shot right back out. That's no big deal. But when you get a little bit bigger, or like you get a stick like that, it gets stuck sideways, and it ain't gonna tear anything up, but it can keep it from getting on plane, and then all this little trash like this will clog up a thermostat. So that's what I got going on. I'll find me a nice little flat spot, have a nice little relaxing float. The dog's about tired of the carp She's sick of it. You're scaring her. Poor girl. Good dog. Good pup. You're all wet from them fish. Yeah. Cool. Well, we're almost to the halfway point. Perrysville is roughly the halfway point. I think it's a little bit downstream. So we're verging on the halfway point now. So halfway to Terre Haute. Ran into the junk. May have to stop early because of it. We'll see. Oh, yeah. Had another fish jump in and break my dang marker light. He jumped in, knocked it off the thing, and busted the little plastic thing up. Little cap for it. It's fine because I need a new one anyway. This one's kind of junky, but it's all right. I don't know if I trust that depth. It's all over the place. Probably just the amount of crap in the water making it do some weird stuff. Fun, fun. Can't tell if it's a... No, I think it is. No, maybe not. Oh yeah, sure is. I couldn't tell if it was that or if it was a piece of metal, but yeah, I guess this is the stretch of the river that's hard on boats, I suppose. Yikes. I'm gonna quit before I get killed by a carp again. Might just be the particular stretch I'm in, but it kind of looks like the junk's clearing up a little bit, at least this side of the river. That side over there is still kind of full, but this side not near as bad. I mean, off the side of the boat looks fairly clear, so I don't know if you can hear that, but my P-tube is making like a hissing noise, which I've heard before. I don't know if it's doing it way more than normal though, so I'm guessing that my thermostat is plugged up, because that kind of sounds like either water in the block was like boiling and that's now releasing pressure out this way, or you know, whatever could make that noise. But water bleeding back down out of the block, down through the lower unit. But I don't know. We'll get up here. I got these houses. I don't know if you can see them. Yeah, you can see them. Just past them, just around the corner over here, there's a creek that comes in, and that the island that it, or not island, but the sandbar that it has might be underwater right now, but it'll at least be a shallow-ish spot that I can get out, and because this allegedly is 5 to 8 feet deep. So we'll see. Could be even deeper than that, I'm not sure. But water is on the rise finally at Montezuma. It wasn't this morning, it was fine, but all the rain we got over the course of the morning, last night and the morning, just raised the river, a bunch of junk in the water. So yeah, oh, I'm still zoomed in. I'm sure that sucks to watch. Like I said, my first YouTube video, sorry. I'm not great with a camera. Still having fun. Ain't that right? Ain't that right, honeybee? Yep. And I got a long way to go, so I can deal with my hands being a little hot while I'm working on something. But I got a long way to go, so I'm gonna try to idle and get down here a little bit faster so I can get back to moving. I don't want to get stuck. Don't want to be hanging out for too long. Floating there for a while was pretty nice, but I was gonna, if things had went to plan and it didn't rain all morning, I was gonna fish, and I figured, well, I'll just keep the rods with me because I can probably get a little fishing done. I got plenty of time. I got all day, but didn't get on the water till 1 o'clock, so I'm kind of just trying to get down there as quick as possible. So, and I left the bait that I had at home, so I couldn't fish if I wanted to. I guess I could kill a carp or just wait for another one to jump in the boat, but it is what it is. We got time. I'll fish down a little closer to Terre Haute. We'll see how it goes. All right, we made it to that little beach. There's a big old rock over there. It's pretty cool. These guys over here, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little jelly. He's got his own ramp. He's got his own boat ramp on the river. That's pretty cool. I don't know what this creek is, but it is a, oh, I don't know what this creek is, but it is a welcome sign, or a welcome site, because I needed a spot to work on this thing. So we'll clear out the grate. I'll pop the cover off. We'll pop the thermostat out and see what ails you. All right, yeah, sure enough, you can kind of see just a bunch of crap in there. Ain't no big deal. Do not drop it, but grab your pliers and just nice and gently pop her out. Ooh, she's a little crusty. Oh yeah, I'll have to open that up by hand and get all the crap out of it, but what we'll do is, hopefully don't get soaking wet, but it's not ideal because it's like right on top of your coil packs, but we're just gonna do it for a second. Tilt it up so I don't suck up a bunch more rocks. Okay, we may have clogged somewhere else. Doggone it. Either way, that is got some crap in it, so we'll get it fixed, whatever it is. May have to stop the trip early though, we'll see. So there's burping water out. I don't know if that's enough though, that doesn't look like much. Ooh, that's hot. Alright, well, I think I might have goofed my impeller cartridge housing, whatever, last night. I ran it up on sand and it sucked up a bunch of crap, so we might stop the trip early at Lodi. We'll see. It's just kind of trickling out. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but we'll see what it does when we get up on plane, I suppose. If it runs, we may try to keep going like we did Lafayette, because it was just like kind of barely peeing, but it wasn't getting hot, so we'll see what it does. I'm gonna put the phone down before I get killed by a fish again. In the meantime, big rock. Here we are at Perrysville, roughly the halfway point. We got roughly the halfway. Motorcycle's going over. That's Highway 32. That means we're getting closer to Lodi. Lodi's our next ramp, so we'll see how it goes. This thing's not pissing like it's supposed to, but I cleared it out on that last little island, or that last little sandbar, and I don't know, it seems to not be getting hot. We kind of did the same thing all the way from Lafayette. So if it starts beeping at me, we'll stop at Lodi. If not, we're gonna carry on to Montezuma. We'll just keep that up. See how it goes. Looks like somebody was camping. Oh, there's okay. Camper up in a foot. Nice. We'll have to stop and put gas in it here in a minute. Here we go. Well, no, that means we're probably going to come across some more trash in the water, I bet. But we're coming up on Lodi now, so now we're going to be in the stretch of river that I know best, Lodi to Montezuma. Still ain't pissing like it should, but it ain't beeping at me. We've been going full tilt. Well, I'm a little off full throttle, but we've been on plane just cruising since just downstream from Perrysville. So, or no, just upstream from Perrysville. So I'm gonna keep on going. If it starts beeping at me, I'll stop at Montezuma. Here we go. Here we are, coming up on Lodi. Shot. This is a pretty cool shot here. Got Duke over there. Got some cranes. They're doing some construction down there. Here he comes. Come on. Come on. Where is he? Oh, I bet he's flying away, doggone it. No, maybe not. We got our gas filling up. Honeybee, hey, get back down here. Go potty. Come on. Come on. You stay down here, stinker. I think he flew away. Anyway, there was another crop duster. He was buzzing the river. It was kind of cool. No joke. This is the first boat that I have seen actually boating. I've seen plenty tied up, plenty of people sitting in their boats like messing with nets and rigging fishing poles and stuff. But this is the first boat that I've actually seen on the river. Pretty cool. Oh, they're pulling in, I think. Neat. Well, stopped at Lodi, we fueled up. This thing still ain't big, right? But met another guy on a jet boat. He's the first guy I've seen so far. Real nice guy. We're gonna keep on cruising. We're about to Duke Energy now, so we'll keep on moving. And here we're coming up on Duke Energy. Newport. The first time I come down here, it was super cool because I've seen this tower all my life. There used to be two more smaller ones, but I've seen this tower all my life because I'm from just a little bit east of here. And yeah, it's super cool to see it up close, especially when you get up here where the inlet is. It's super neat. Big old buildings. Like I was saying in Lafayette earlier, that's like, it's weird for me to see big old buildings on the river, but the one exception is right here. And sun come out, it is beautiful now. Unfortunately, it's going to be behind us, so I might get a little sunburned the rest of the day, but we'll survive. Here we go. incline, but it's sideways. And it's 81 degrees and rising. It's kind of crazy how hot the water is they let out of there. It's even worse in the winter and early spring. Me and a buddy were up here and we come across that thermocline, and the temperature changed 10 or 11 degrees, which might be good for some things, like catfish might like it, but I don't know, man. I don't think there's supposed to be that much of a temperature difference. What we saw here was like 2 degrees, so it may not be that big of a deal, but 10 degrees seems like a lot. That's only number 2 I've seen. Kinda seen there. That's the second boat I've seen actually moving. I've seen several people, seen a couple people up by Covington stopping and fishing. And I saw that guy back there at low line. But yeah, other than that, nothing. Coming up on my home stretch here. Just upstream from Sugar Creek. Real familiar with this area. I don't know if it picks it up or not, but the water's starting to turn that green, like clouds of chocolate milk and green in between is starting to clear out again. And then Sugar Creek will probably make it muddy again, I bet. There's bald eagles on the shore over there. This area here is full of carp, so I'm gonna take a phone call real quick, slow down, hang out here at this little beach spot. One of my favorite camp spots is this beach over here. Ought to be fun. Take a phone call real quick, see if we can get some more gas at Montezuma and keep rolling. The Newport Chemical Depot, Wells. Sugar Creek. Yeehaw. Somewhere along there it is, right there. Fishing cabin. Up in the woods. Coming around corner to Montezuma. US Highway 36. It's real. I like that bridge too. Similar to the Williamsport Bridge, same color and everything. Here we are, boys, Montezuma. Leaving Montezuma. Buddy of mine stopped by and got me some gas. This is the old rail bridge for the B&O Railroad. They turned it into a trail bridge now. Pretty cool. We're leaving Montezuma. We're going to come down here to, I don't think this island has a name. I just call it Raccoon Island because a big raccoon comes into the side of it. Pretty neat. Well, we're between Montezuma and Clinton. It's real nice down here. I like it. Real wide, probably skinny. I mean, obviously that's pretty skinny right there where that tree's at. But we're just going. are that big. That thing was enormous. Anyway, kind of similar to the stretch between Lafayette and Attica up here. It's kind of, I don't know, kind of long, straight, real long straights, kind of gentle current, you know. Ah, the carp! The carp! They're gonna get us, honeybee! They're gonna get us! There they go. Oh, bonking into the boat. Watch your head, Fred. Watch your head. I got nice wind-swept hair. Let's just coast on in so there's no more vibration. Anyway, my nice wind-swept hair. Stop, take a leak, and eat a drink. Keep going. Coming up on Clinton. Maybe took me like 20 minutes from Montezuma to Clinton. That wasn't bad at all. Upstream would be a little slower, I'm sure, but power lines. Going under the rail bridge. Just a bunch of tires in the river. Unbelievable. I think we're getting a little rain. That's funny. I thought it cleared out, but it looks like it's raining a little bit. They were coming up on Owl Island. At least I think that's what it's called. Or Owl Islands, because there's two of them. Near the Park Vigo Vermilion County line. Pretty close to it anyway. Pretty neat little spot here. The river's super wide right here. Super wide. Alright, here we are at the S-curves. At least that's what I'd call them. They may have people around here might have a name for them. Means we're getting close to Tecumseh. The river does two something not too back to back. That's pretty cool. Got a guy fishing over here. This 180 isn't quite as impressive. There's no real riparian layer on that. I mean, there is, but it's the river's just going to eat that bank away until there ain't nothing left. But we're coming up to the Tecumseh ramp right now. Stop and fill her up. And here we are at Tecumseh ramp. I mean, all the ramps they're named after somebody. I can't remember what any of them are. We'll stop, nose up on the beach here, and we'll, it's not a bad little ramp. I like the angled ramps. So much easier to launch and get back on the trailer. Ooh. Nice little, there's a decent little eddy here. Maybe we can squeeze in there and get this gas filled up. Some old cars that are just melting into the riverbank. Yeah, just full of tires, you know. The guy that dropped all them tires back here at that one bank is probably long dead. Those were mostly white walls. That, I couldn't tell you what kind of cars those are, but those tires look a little newer. Those people might still be alive. Old bathtub. All right, let's fill her up. Just downstream from Tecumseh, coming up on another rail bridge. I think we're coming up on the old power plant down here. Yep. Coming up on the old power plant. I think it was also Duke Energy, but I don't know for sure. And that used to be the inlet there, I'm pretty sure. I really don't know much about it. road's always so sketchy feeling. Just gorgeous. Terre Haute, baby, Terre Haute. Ooh, I gotta stop and get a picture of that. I may have to go back upriver a little bit. See the cord? All right, my phone ran out of storage, so got to film it on here and just save it on my Snapchat. Anyway, the river does like this cool little like side step if you look at it on the map. And that is the that's the north side of town rail bridge. I don't know what the name of it is, but apparently early 1900s, I think, maybe 1920s. I don't know. Had a train derailment, and there's apparently still a train or train car or something right below this span we're looking at right here, and apparently it's really deep there as well. So, kind of neat. I'm gonna see for myself. I don't trust this fish finder all that much. It doesn't seem to be super accurate, but I can at least see if it gets, you know, a half-ass accurate thing. Some kind of building there. Probably water company stuff. The water company's like right up here through the trees, so. But yeah, we're gonna hit it down here to the bridge real quick. Alrighty, here we go. how deep it actually is here. Oh, that's saying 30 feet. That's saying 30 feet. Maybe I do believe it. 20-ish. I'm sure there's a deep spot and I just don't know where it is. That is 28, 30. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. 47, 49. Wow. Boy, that is deep. It's crazy because there's a sandbar in the middle of the river there. There's sand maybe 50 feet to my right. And it's 40 feet right out in the middle. Kind of cool. Did they make that into a walking bridge? That's interesting, didn't know that. Yeah, there's rail bridges everywhere. And you got I-70 down here. Or no, this is, the one down yonder is Highway 40, US 40. Pretty cool. Last little leg. There's the apartments. Oh, that's kind of neat. Stone wall, that's kind of cool. Terre Haute. Fairbanks Park. Never been to this boat ramp before. I hope it's I hope it ain't too bad. Looks like there's boats everywhere. Pretty cool. Nice little pier right there. Neat. And here we are. Fairbanks Park. Old Tater coming down the ramp to help me out. Had to wait a minute to film. There was a bunch of guys letting out of a catfish tournament. Pretty cool. Very cool. Well, we got her loaded up just in time. Man, it's coming down. So, the phone ran out of storage. I gotta film this all on Snapchat, but I figured I'd give a little outro here. A couple things I'll address before I get comments, because I know y'all will comment. And you'll probably say, you shouldn't run a motor if it's not peeing water. I get it. But here's the deal. And it wasn't overheating. It only beeped at me that one time when it had sucked up a bunch of trash when I was going through the stretch that was full of junk, right? So that's number one. It never overheated. It was always trickling a little bit of water. I've got a little clog somewhere, or the sand has worn a hole in my my cup, and it's pumping enough water to keep it from overheating, but not enough to make it pee. Or I've got a leak inside the cowling somewhere. That a number of options. Either way, it didn't overheat. That's why I kept going. And at the end of the day, even if I did overheat it, warped cylinder head, did whatever. I work at a machine shop. I repair cylinder heads for a living, so for Top Fuel cars. So you know, one of them deals where not that big of a deal. I can rebuild it. I've done one exactly like this, except it wasn't a jet, it's a prop motor. Full rebuild on it. It didn't quite throw a rod, but it had lost oil pressure and wiped out 3 rods, 3 journals. I'll be able to fix it if I did screw it up. I don't think I did, but if I did screw it up, I can fix it. And at the end of the day, you know, if it had overheated, I'd have stopped the trip early. I'd have stopped at Lodi, where it you know, where it started doing that crap. So yeah, didn't overheat, so we're all good. But I do just want to say real quick, because my trailer's here, if you took time to watch, thanks. Really do appreciate it. And we'll have a bigger trip here fairly soon, probably within a year. I'd like to do it next year. But yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you later.